Okay. Hi. Hello, hello. I'm hoping everyone can see us and hear us. I'm Sue McKittrick from Fanshawe International. I do communications here, and we're going to get into a presentation in just a sec with one of my coworkers. I just wanted to tell you that this is a new series that we've started, and it's called Welcome to Fanshawe, with 4 different online sessions. We had one last week that was working in Canada, and today's topic will be academic success. We have 2 more to come in the next couple of weeks. One will be living in London, and one will be bringing your family. A couple of different topics and some helpful information for our new students. So welcome everybody. We're going to see you soon. But today we're going to have an academic success session. And my co-host today is Panise, and she is a student life coordinator as well as a student immigration advisor. So I will get out of her way and let her jump in. Thanks.
Thanks, Sue. Hi, everyone. As Sue introduced, my name is Panis, and I'll be one of your student life. I'm immigration advisor for this semester, and so excited to be here and hosting this session. We're going to get started, and the topics that we are going to cover, I'm going to go through my slides, would be the key dates and information around that, learning at Fanshawe, how you get graded, and how the marking scheme is, what help is available. We're just going to briefly talk about that because, of course, what contribute to your academic success is not just limited to this stuff. And yes,
if you can share, like hover over here. Over here, like if you can just keep the mouse.
Oh, I bring it there. Okay.
Okay. No. Share. Okay. Yeah. Share.
Okay.
And this one. And share.
And share. Sorry, folks. It's my first time.
No worries.
I'm not a tech person. Okay. So now they can see, right? All right. Okay. And then the plagiarism and time management. So. First thing first is about the key dates and information around that. We do have our arrival services running from August 18 until the 30th. You all have information about that, and whoever signed up, and so they know that is through our Fanshawe Care program, and your contact would be Fanshawe Cares at fanshawe.ca. Yep. And then we have the Fanshawe Works. These are halfway workshops, and registration is required. Again, you all have received information about that, and the last communication would be done with the students that are interested to attend. That is running from August 26th until the 29th. And if I were you, I would have just taken a picture of this slide because you're going to have all the information in one place about the dates, because I know it's like too much happening. Then we have international welcome session. It's our opportunity to welcome you the way you deserve, and that would be running on Friday, August 30th. So much information will be given to you guys, so I really look forward to see you there. Then there will be downtime. College is going to be closed for the Labor Day holiday. It's a bank holiday here in Canada, and your opportunity to get out and explore the city and maybe your surrounding and your neighborhood. One thing about that is some grocery stores are closed. So if you are looking for food, maybe do that purchase before that day. Then we reopen for college-wide orientation, including the program-specific sessions. And that is on Tuesday, September the 3rd. Very important information will be given to you specifically for your program. And if you are supposed to go to any campus, then you go to those campuses. If it's downtown, if it's the original campuses. And after that would be your first day of class, which is September the 4th. We expect you to attend all of these sessions. If you cannot, definitely for the first of classes, please arrange it so that you're here for the first of classes, because you're going to fall behind. There will be 5-6 courses in at least in each semester, and you don't want to be behind, basically. when we had our last session, our online session, we went through your questions, so just so you know, it wasn't ignored. And then I just want to debrief that quickly, that please note that there will be no program changes for 19th fall. So if you are your registration is complete and you have done what you were asked to do and you're coming for project management, that's the program you're going to study. And instead of wasting time asking for change, because I'll become just focusing on that program, because there would be no program changes. We are closed for all programs actually. And you guys asked for late arrivals, but again, unfortunately, we do not accommodate late arrivals, because then again, you're going to fall behind. This is for your own good. So please make sure you're here at the latest, basically, for the first day of classes. But we encourage you to be here definitely before that, because so much of information will be given to you, and you're going to lose on those. One last thing is about, again, the question that was coming up about your study permit. So again, please, when you arrive at the very first border, which would be that very first airport, so let's say from China, you're coming to Toronto, and then you have a connection flight from Toronto to London. Please make sure you have to get your study permit or co-work permit, whatever permit you applied for, at the very first border, which would be Toronto. So if you realize, oh, I'm out of the airport, I haven't got my study permit, that's because you didn't ask for that, you didn't show all your documents. So make sure you definitely show that study permit approval letter that you received from Immigration Canada, so you receive the study permit at the border. Let's go to the next slide here. So we just want to give you the information about how the learning at Fanshawe would work, and this, which is the cottage system. You do have basically a project-based learning, could be like individually assigned or in a group, and that's because it's a combination of academic and hands-on experience. You do have in-class or take-home assignments, which is more kind of traditional, can be routine in other countries as well. The professors that are going to teach you, in addition to their, like when they got hired, basically, in addition to their credentials, they all had some sort of industry experience that they're bringing to classroom. And we continuously develop our programs by receiving feedbacks basically from industry to make sure the content is up to date and meet the job market standards. Okay, so the marking scheme could varies in each country. Maybe some countries they get like the pointing is from 0 to 20. Or the highest point could be 0 to 80. Here, as you can see, the range is from 0 to 100. The grading points, there are corresponding grading points. You don't need to calculate any of these. This is like a table that is already calculated. But we just want you to be familiar with this. That, for example, any mark that you get from 90 to 100%, and then you grade would be A+, or any range of mark that you get from 80 to 89%, then your grade is A. And these are the grade points that at the end, so let's say you have 5 courses, and at the end of that semester, that would calculate your GPA, which is the average of these pointing grades. Ideally, each semester, you don't want to have any fail courses. The overall of the GPA, you don't want it to be lower than 2. It was just a note on the side for you. And that 100% really depends on your course. So some courses are that 100% is divided to, for example, 3 assignments, each of them worth 30%, and your attendance would be 10%. Or some courses, maybe you have 4 assignments, and each of them worth 25%. So it varies, and all of these will be communicated with you guys by your prof through the interface called Fanshawe Online, which later on I'm going to talk about it. So don't be surprised if, for example, you didn't have any final in a certain course, because maybe you accumulate these grades throughout the semester. So along this journey, we do have help available for you. And please note there's a difference between help or doing the assignment for you. So we don't do assignment, nobody gonna does assignment for you. This is your work, your program that you need to be successful at. But the help that is available for you guys is summarized to student success advisors. That's the abbreviation of it would be SSA. So if you heard someone saying that you need to go to your SSA, that is your student success advisors. You hear a lot of abbreviations here. So for each division would be a different person. And again, when you hear division, that means it's the same as department or the school of your program. For example, School of Business. So many programs that is related to business would fall under the umbrella of a School of Business, or division, business division. So we're all talking about the same thing. So just try to be familiar with these terms. Or student life coordinators, SLCs. They are at the Fanshawe International, where here we are, E2025. Come talk to us about your problems. We refer you to appropriate areas. Then the Learning Center, that's again, you can get help regarding the assignments or improving your math or chemistry or physics skills. Then peer tutoring, which is a peer-to-peer, so you will be matched with another student who is successful or has been successful in this course in order to improve your skills and learn the basically skills and techniques how to approach certain assignments or certain course. If it's a math, maybe you need more practice, or you need to practice those questions, or some courses maybe you need to study more. So each course has a different approach in order to be successful. And of course, the library, we have the search, the people who help you with the search, or they help you with renting equipment or booking rooms and so on. So we do have representatives that are going to talk about the library and their services at the welcome session. So I just want to touch base on these services. Yeah. One more thing.
And then stop share.
Hello again. Sorry, my colleague brought something to my attention, and
hi. We just want to mention we can see the chat, and I think everyone can see it. You don't want to put personal information on there because you don't know who you're talking to. There are 354 people online right now, so I would keep the personal information off. And let's keep to the topic today if we can. Denise is here to help. She's a student life coordinator. She's a student immigration advisor. Today's topic is academic success, and we're trying to help. So let's keep the screen clear for questions for Denise. Okay, thanks.
Thank you, everyone, for paying attention to that. So we're gonna go proceed to the next one. Okay, the concept of plagiarism, again, it could be treated differently in different countries. Maybe it's okay to, or maybe it's not reacted harsh, better to say, in certain cultures, but here we do react, it's not acceptable. And the examples would be claiming to have done work that is not yours, submitting the same assignments as others, or allowing someone to take a test for you or to copy your work, and cheating on exams, of course, and all of these could lead to a warning or fail assignments, or being expelled from the college. So please pay attention to that part, and don't underestimate it. It is very important, so you can ensure your success in the future. Time management, very, very big and important topic, because once you come here, you realize, wow, like you have to juggle between that part-time job or school and family and friends, and managing that is very important. So maybe you want to practice to say no to your friends when they ask you out, or when your employer is asking you to work more hours while you are limited to, or you have assignments due, and so please pay attention to that, and practice to say no, actually. And your school is your priority. And some students, and these are the basic information that we get out of experiences, some students come here, their focus is only on their job, making sure they are working, so they work too much, and then they fail their courses, and guess what, they have to repeat that semester all over again, pay the fee again, pay another 8,000, 9,000 again for that semester. So that's the trap, and please pay attention to that matter. Get help, of course. We are here to help you. Get help before it's too late. We don't want you to come and say, tomorrow I have a test and I can't do it, I can't catch up. What have you been doing for the last 2 months? That would be my question. So please pay attention to that and make sure you catch up, even if you cannot catch up every day for that topic. At the end of the week, during the weekend, see what you are behind and catch up as you go. Don't leave everything for the last minute. Trust me, the workload is high, but if you put the work and you manage your time, you can do it. Two interfaces that I want to introduce, maybe you're already familiar with it, but you're gonna deal with two websites. One is called Web Advisor, and the other one is Fanshawe Online, or FOL. Web Advisor, so both of them, it requires your username and password, which the IT department has sent it to you. So on your Web Advisor is where you update your address and your information. So once you're here and then you got settled, please go to your Web Advisor and update your address to the Canadian address and phone number. Make sure everything with your contact information is correct. You could see your fees, the invoice that you have been billed for next semester, and the payments can be done through Web Advisor, and so many other things, as well as your timetable. On the Fanshawe Online is another website that's basically is the way you communicate with your instructors. So the courses are listed there, and each course, if you drill it in, it will show you who is the instructor, class, who is in the class, and so many information basically from the instructor will be posted there, and you email your instructor through there as well. Basically the communication. I don't have anything else to add on this part, but just so you know, the IT department always have student ambassadors helping students at the beginning of the semester to just maneuver around on that website and get to know the Fanshawe Online, and you can get help from them. This is basically the logos, how to get connect with us. So make sure at least you sign up for one of them, download one, so you can get the most updated news or any information session that we're going to have. We're going to post it there so you don't miss any of those, basically. Before I get to questions, and after, we are done with our session, you can email into admission@fanshawe.ca. I just want to let you know that this is a new journey for all of you guys, obviously. It's a bumpy road, has up and downs, and you're going to learn a lot. It is rewarding, and you may laugh and cry at the same time, but focus on your goals while you're here. And we all know, yes, if you put the effort and you study, you'll be successful, but we may get demotivated along this way. And how we get back on track, how we motivate ourselves, and how we cope with the problems. This is something you may need to work on. We are all from different backgrounds, different ability to cope with problems. So maybe you need to learn that. We do have counseling services here available that you can talk, book an appointment. So please reach out before it's late, and I wish you all the best. Look forward to see you guys all here. And you guys want to add anything?
Take some questions. Yeah, actually, I can just add, I hope you can join us for the other sessions. And the International Center, when you get here, is welcoming, it's open, there's support in multiple languages, if that's easier. We have student life coordinators, we have 3.5, your half.
Yeah.
And we have, Panise is also RISIA, which stands for? Regulated
International Immigration
Advisor.
Oh.
So we have immigration advisors, and Panise and Joy also hold workshops to help people with study permits and things like that. There's lots of help available. So I guess the message of today is stay on course, don't get lost, ask for help. The college is here to help. The peer tutors are great. This whole room will help you. Everybody wants you to succeed, and you're going to want to succeed too. You're spending money to come here. You're spending time to come here. It's a new goal, a new dream. Try to make the best of it when you get here. Okay. Any questions? You guys want to stay on for a few minutes?
And one more thing I think I want to add is that one of the students had asked for changing the section. So let's say you're in section A, your friend is in section B, you saw that on your timetable. Again, unfortunately, you cannot change sections unless you find someone who is willing to swap with you. But just so you know, again, instead of putting the effort doing that, go to your section, make more friends. It's important that you expand your friendship, make more friends, and your friend can make more friends in her section, and that would help you in the future. Trust me, you don't want to just be one friend.
Okay. Let's see, what are they asking us? Somebody wants to become a resident advisor. I saw that go. You guys are going fast here. Oh, RIT. This is my baby. Okay, so RIT. RIT is probably one of the most confusing things that we have at Fanshawe for the international students. Just so you know, it's WRIT, which is kind of a short form for the word writing in English. It's a writing and reasoning course that's required by most of the post-secondary programs here, not the postgrads, not the degrees, but most of our post-secondary programs, so most of the diploma programs. The RIT assessment is not required. You don't have to do it. If you don't do it, it means you're taking a RIT course, which is also helpful and probably going to help you in all of your other courses because it's about reading and writing in English. If you feel like you have strong English skills and you want to take the assessment, go ahead, and you're kind of challenging it. If you show that you have the marks and can do it, you'll place out of that course and you won't have to take RIT, which I think is 3 hours a week in your timetable. So it's confusing, but that's basically what it is. You're going to do an English test to show that you understand the reading and writing, and you may place out. The success rates for placing out, I've heard, are probably pretty low, like maybe 20% of all students, domestic and international, will place out and not have to take RIT. So don't stress about it. If you don't do the assessment, or if you do the assessment and don't place out, it's really 3 hours of time. It's automatically put into your timetable. If you placed out, they would remove it from your timetable. I hope that helps a little bit because I know it's confusing.
Okay, thank you so much. So again, you're talking about, okay, if you have problem with logging into your web advisor, maybe connect with the IT help desk.
Yeah.
Email them. Their email is on the website as well. Put your full name and student number and describe your problem. They would be able to help you. Again, talking about changing programs, unfortunately not possible. If you're talking about your second program after finishing the first one, that could be an option, but you need to come to us, to student life coordinators. We do have a queuing system. It's called Queue-less. You can actually download it now, and that you need to use that in order to book appointments and talk about that. You will be connected with us as well regarding your second program.
I just saw another question about RIT, asking about the cost. RIT is part of your package here, part of your program, so there's no additional fee for taking RIT, okay? There is a $25 fee to take the assessment online if you want to try and do that before you come here. So that's something to note. If you can't do it online because some internet connections are not the greatest in other parts of the world, and you need to do it on site here, when you come to the college and you check into International, when you first arrive, we'll send you down to the RIT assessment room, and you can talk to the coordinator about writing the placement test.
Lots of questions coming up about airport pickup, accommodation, and so please email fanshawecares@fanshawe.ca. fanshawecares@fanshawe.ca, and my colleague would be able to help you. Scholarships, okay, those are stuff, some of them are, you just automatically get considered, and the rest are based on application and the merit, so maybe so specific. So if you go to Fanshawe College website, under the Pay for My College, there's a tab there, then you can see the scholarships tab, but again, those are, you have to make an application for it. My colleague would put information sessions in fall, Caitlin, and she will talk about how the scholarship works, and how to make the application and everything.
I just saw a couple that are your babies. What if my visa's late, and documents to have at immigration?
Okay, so at the border, of course, your would be your passport, the approval letter that you receive from immigration, and you would show that to them. It would be letter of admission, and of course, it doesn't hurt to have the fact that you paid your fees. You know, those supporting documents that you have already uploaded in order to receive your study permit, have those copies with you at the border, in case the officer asks you. We never know what the officer is going to ask you, so just be prepared. It would be like a short interview between you and the officer. If your visa is late, depends on how late it is. If it's too late that you're missing the first day of classes and you don't have any house to stay, you don't know where you're coming, so that is something that I recommend not to travel. Don't get on the plane if you are too late for classes. Contact your agent, and maybe deferral would be a better option for you.
Okay, someone's pretty anxious. Can I change my division? Can I change my division? Can I change my division?
So
no,
again,
no, no, and no.
Yeah, changing division means changing programs, right? So we are full for fall, and our reason is basically you told Immigration Canada you are coming to study, for example, a grad certificate. You convinced the officer this is the program you're going to study, and we reserved a seat for you. We didn't give that seat to another person just because of you. So we don't, unfortunately, change programs at this point.
Okay, you can, even if you type it once, we're going to see it. You don't have to go multiple. Where will I get my social insurance number? That's important to work anywhere in Canada. You need that. You can get them downtown at the office. You can get them at the airport?
Here, yeah, here,
here.
Or at the airport. So basically, once you have to have your study permits or your co-op work permit. So your study permit should have the right condition allowing you to work, and based on that, your SIN number will be issued. We do have a representative coming from the government, the governmental body coming here and assist you on campus. For the SIN number. It's called SIN Clinic.
We're going to have SIN clinics here on September 4th and September 9th. The Service Canada reps will come to the college from 9 to 3, both of those days, and it's first come, first serve. If you don't want to wait, try and get it at the airport or try and go downtown to the office, but It is here for your convenience, and you can't work until school starts anyway.
Thank you.
Bingo.
Great note.
Co-op work permit. Can you go over that again? That was from last week's topic, but it's really important.
Okay, so the co-op work permit, again, so if there is any part of internship placements, those stuff are noted on your letter of admission. So for example, some markets, they have a letter of admission that has 4 pages, and on the last page, box 24, it has mentioned whether your program has some sort of internship placement or basically cooperative education in it. Some other letters on the very first page, for example, if you're coming from India, maybe look at your very first page of letter of admission, and you should have applied for it. So at the time of you applying for your study permit, you should have applied for the co-op work permit if your program had some sort of a cooperative education with it. If you didn't apply for it, so you may not be able to get that even at the border. That means you come here and we apply separately here in Canada, and we do have workshops to help you on campus to apply for your co-op work permit separately in case it is part of your program.
Someone just asked, how do they know where their program is, if it's on main campus or if it's downtown? It should say on your LOA. You can also check the website and you can see the programs that are downtown. And just a general guideline, anything, tourism, hospitality, and culinary arts, they're all downtown. About half of the IT programs are downtown. And then the building across the street is the Center for Digital and Performing Arts. So if you're in theater arts type programs, those will be downtown. But check your LOA and check the website. Make sure you know where you're going, because you might want to find an apartment closer to the location that you're going to be studying. If you're going to another campus, a regional campus, it should say that as well. St. Thomas, Simcoe, Woodstock. Those are different cities that are close to London, but they're not London. So you're going to want to move there, live there, work there, study there. So just know where you're going.
Thank you.
Somebody else asked a minute ago about Fanshawe Works. So that's the series of 4 half-day workshops that is running the week leading up to Labor Day weekend when school will start the following week. You have been emailed a couple of times, and you're going to get another email. All the students that said they were interested will get another email to actually register. And some people are saying they might come late. What we're going to do is we want to make sure there's room and space for the people that signed up for the whole session and can come. Otherwise, if you're here on day 2 or 3, come to the room, and if there's room, we'll definitely let you in. It's there for students to get help. So we just need to make sure there's room for the students that can commit to the whole one. And it's not the end of help either. There's all kinds of help on campus with resume workshops and job etiquette. There's career fairs, and we can help up in the International Center as well. So it's not the only help you're going to get.
Okay. Yes, some questions are repetitive about changing your schedule. Unfortunately, that is not possible. Change your schedule. Again, we always refer you to the division, but we have been informed by the division that it is not possible unless you find someone in order to swap with that person. But really, do you want to spend a couple of weeks just to find someone, and after the 10 days of classes, there is no absolute changes anyways, and there is no refund, no absolute changes within the schedule or anything. So I highly recommend you focus on what you have right now.
Okay.
Scholarships, again, the scholarships, some of them you don't even need to apply for. You will be automatically get considered, but some others that you need to make an application, apply for it. It is on our website. The deadlines that is there, the timelines is there, and we also gonna have information session for that as well in September.
Somebody asked a little bit ago about they had missed the first part of the session, so they wanted a recap. So we can do that. I don't know if it'll share the screen or if we maybe do the key dates again.
Yeah.
We can see it. I don't think everybody can, but go ahead, please.
Okay, so I'm not sure which part of it you kind of missed, but here is the main thing you do want to know about the timelines that is happening at the college, the arrival services, the workshops and welcome session, and the first of classes. There is a question that if classes can be postponed. No, the classes start as it is scheduled, and program specific sessions This one going to be posted on Fanshawe College's website. Once the marketing department has finalized everything, they're going to let you know which room, what time you need to go.
Okay, so timetables, they're coming. If you don't have them yet, don't worry. They started to be available on WebAdvisor, but they're not all done yet because there are 220 programs here. So the school's going program by program, so be patient, it's coming. I saw another one for you. Can I work part-time with a study permit?
Again, first we have to look at your, or you can look at your study permit once you receive it too. It's important to look and see information is correct. If it has the working condition, so for example, ESL students are not eligible to work, but like if you're coming for a post-secondary program only, and you should be having that working condition on your study permit. There is no limitation on the on-campus work in terms of the hours, but off-campus up to 20 hours per week. And the recap that you're asking about working in Canada that I have put there, it was just about coming to Canada, making sure you get your study permit at the border and so on.
Okay, I just saw two more. One is about, can you get your social insurance number late at night at the airport?
If it depends on the services that they provide. Sometimes I had one time that their system was down and they couldn't even issue the study permit, and then they issued the study permit to the college. So hopefully the systems are up and running, everything is good, and you can get the full service. So it depends on the services that they're providing.
And again, you can get it here at our sessions.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Or you can go to the office downtown, and you can't work until school starts anyway.
Yeah.
Books. I'm not 100% exactly where on the website, but there is a book list. So that is something that exists, and I think you can maybe even email the bookstore and get a list of the books that will be required for your program, so you have an idea of how much you'll be buying. They are new for sale in the bookstore. They also run a used book sale here in the first couple of weeks of the semester through the FSU, which is the Fanshawe Student Union. So that's another option. You can also join any of the Facebook groups with the first year students at Fanshawe and maybe ask if anyone has any books to sell from the year before that's still online. You might find them that way. Okay.
And yeah, on our Fanshawe College website, as I said, under the bookstore, you can actually put your program. It gives you the book list. So it gives you what the books are related for that specific course, how much it is, and so on. I don't recommend buying in them right off the bat. Go to your classes and then talk to the instructor. Sometimes some books are optional. It is just in addition to the main book. So maybe you're not, it's not mandatory to buy it, but some others you actually do your assignments. Sometimes there is like electronic version of that book available. So go to your classes first and get the full information about that. And then, yes, you can purchase books separately for the bookstore.
I saw it fly by an S1 study permit.
Yes,
what does
it's
that mean?
On your visa. So you get to, so one of them is your visa, right? So not everybody from all countries need a visa. Some people get ETA, that is with their passport. But if you're from a country that requires TRV, that is already attached to your passport, and then you get your study permit at the border.
Okay, what about on-campus housing? Go on our website or send an email to fanshawcares@fanshawec.ca.
We might be full by this point.
Might be, but worth a check, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Workshops are not compulsory. Somebody that's
what does that mean? What are the workshop classes?
Mandatory. I think Fanshawe works.
Oh, no. That's just a nice thing we're doing to help. It's a free service we're providing. You don't have to go. It's helpful information on Canadian resumes, Canadian workplace etiquette. There'll be an employer panel to talk about what they look for when they're looking for employees. It's just a service, an additional service if you can make it.
So program-specific orientation, then yes, if you're in a South Campus, for that specific program orientation, you go to the South Campus, and the
actually, sorry, let me
yet.
jump in. The South Campus is our brand new campus that's just opening for September. They're going to hold their orientations at the main campus this September. Okay. On Oxford Street. So again, it'll be on the website and it'll give you a class number here at the main campus. Okay.
So keep monitoring that on Fanshawe College's website. And once the schedule is up, it tells you for each program to go where, in which classroom, at what time. So all with details is going to be posted.
And the regional campuses, the St. Thomas, Woodstock, and Simcoe, if you're going to one of those campuses, you don't need to come to the main campus unless you want to say hi and check it out. But everything you need, you can get registered, you can get organized, you can get your student card, everything at those regional campuses. They'll have their own orientation. If you're coming to the main campus, you can do all of that here. London South is going to be brought into the main campus just for orientation, and the classes will begin on time at London South. If you're downtown, you're going to have stuff downtown. Okay?
Yes, if your visa is coming late, you're going to be late for classes, then you're late. So again, I recommend that all of you guys be here for the first of classes. But we cannot guarantee that you can go to your classes if you arrive late.
You can't come without special permission. You're going to have to email one of our managers here because, again, we understand sometimes there are circumstances that are beyond your control. You know, you have to get permission. Don't get on a plane until you hear from them. Okay?
So the workshops that, as you can see, will be on the main campus, right?
Yes, Fanshawe works, yeah.
Yeah, Fanshawe works will be on the main campus.
Anything back to the presentation, academic success at Fanshawe, that anyone has any questions about, like peer tutors or the library or getting appointments through QList? I hope that was all clear.
Any good?
Oh, housing in the south, yeah. That's a great area of London with lots of apartment buildings. So if you were searching from whatever country you're in right now, you're looking London South and you're looking around White Oaks Mall, which is the key words kind of. It's that area of London. Lots of apartments. I think lots of affordable housing. So I think you're okay.
Okay. So I just want to clarify that International Welcome Session is about, we from the international office will be there providing information and so. If it's related to your program called orientation for program specific, that is, again, going to get posted. So if you're in an aircraft, if you're in project management, if any program you are, if there is any orientation for that program, it will be getting posted. So you will know where you have to go for that day.
Someone's asking again, what is Web Advisor? And I guess FOL then.
Okay. Yes. So Web Advisor, it includes a bunch of links over there when you log in as a student, so you can basically update your information. You can see your account summary, meaning that the account that you have with Fanshawe College here at school, how much you have paid, how much is remaining, all of those. Your timetable is there. Or the courses that are left that you have to take, or what else? Or there's a tax thing that in the future you're gonna get familiar with, and that T220A gonna be there on that website. Whereas the Fanshawe Online is where every day you may log in. Every day you may log in to connect with your classmates, to email your instructor, to see what assignment is due, what assignments you have, and what's the course description, and all of those will be through. So anything related to your course and like communication between you and classmates and prof would be through Fanshawe Online, basically.
I just saw something about on Fanshawe Assist, the programs at the London South campus are not listed. I'll look into that. I'm not sure about that one, but I can try to help with that, and I'll update it if it needs updating. I hope that helps.
So someone needs a quick recap on this. So I'm just going to show you this
Sure.
slide. So as I said, it's just talking about how the learning procedure is here at the college. Like it's a combination of the courses that you have and some hands-on experience in the prof that are bringing their knowledge from the industry to classrooms. Then the grading scheme that we had, the grade range, and I said, like any grade you get between 80 to 89, you still gonna achieve the A grade. That is what's gonna show on your transcript. So on your transcript, not gonna show you you got 100% or 75%. you're going to see the letter grades on your transcripts at the end. And also the grade point is an average of all of those grades that you got for that term. They will calculate that, the system will calculate that. And I said each course may be is having a different way of assessments. Some can have projects, some have assignments or attendance. So pay attention to each course separately to see how you're going to get evaluated.
Someone's asking about swapping courses with their friends. You said that word, but you didn't, like, you can't literally say, hey, you want to switch timetables?
Yeah.
You have to go to the office,
yes.
and you have to talk to the division.
You have to sign a paper. You
yeah.
put your name and you sign the paper, and then that's the way the staff gonna switch your sections on the system. So it's not just like talking to someone and then you just go. You have to. Both of you need to go to the division or school of your program.
I just want to go over campuses again because a lot of people are confused. Someone asked if the airport is a campus. Kind of. If you're in an aviation type program, everyone on here is going to look at the Fanshawe College program orientation page to find out where they go for the orientation, and it's class specific. And as far as I know, they hold all of the airport classes orientation day at the airport. So you'll find everything out online. There's a link. It may or may not be fully updated right now, but it's going to be, so keep checking. Campus-wise, Fanshawe College we're in the main campus right now, which is the big, main, huge campus on Oxford Street in London. Then there are 2 downtown campuses that are right at 130 Dundas Street. There's a brand new campus opening in London South, which is 4 postgrad programs, and I'm trying to remember the names: business management, business information systems architecture, I think it is, retirement residence management, and aggregates. So those are the 4 programs that are going to start at the new campus in London South. So that's kind of London. There's an airport campus or location, and there's also a transportation campus or location outside of the city: St. Thomas, Woodstock, and Simcoe. So it'll make more sense when you get here, but check your LOA so you know where you're going.
Thank you. It's so many questions.
I know.
Well, I want to talk about one, and then I forget about what I was
Gym
talking
and
about.
sports facilities.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's what I want to talk about. That yes, we do have a gym on campus at the main campus, and it's part of your tuition fee. I've already paid for it, and then you can use that. Of course, even if you're in another campus, if you're downtown, you still can use the facility. We do have an awesome gym here on campus. Yes.
Someone's asking a lot about, is choosing hostel accommodation? Do they mean hotel? If it's for arrival service. Oh, residence?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what a hostel is, but like they can check on the website if it's available or not.
Yeah.
Right now.
May or may not still be available. Definitely worth checking on the website. There's people you can phone and email. Okay.
Okay. And I want to talk about what was it?
Oh, somebody wants to become a peer tutor. You're not even here yet.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're teaching. You have to be a student that's
You
taken
have
the
to
program
complete that
for.
course that you want to teach
Yeah.
as a peer tutor.
Yeah.
You have to wait till you've done it and shown that you're successful, and then you can show other people how to do it.
And the difference as you're talking about S1, SW1, again, if you apply for work, co-op work permit as well as your study permit, that's why on your visa it says SW1.
Buses, yeah, from main campus to London South, yes. On a good bus route, main streets, easy to get around the city.
And your student card is your bus pass.
Yep.
So yes, that was the other question I wanted to answer. Yeah, if you haven't applied for the co-op work permit, not necessarily you can get it at the border. So that's why you can try ask for it, show that co-op is part of your program, but not all regions can get the co-op work permit at the airport if they didn't apply for it before coming to Canada.
Choose a term under class schedule list. I'm not sure what that means. Do you know?
Choose a term.
Or choose a term? Is it
Is
picking
it
classes?
section A? Are you talking about section A? I think.
I'm not sure which programs you would be choosing classes except for general arts and science.
Exactly. Right? The rest is given to you, and they tell you
Oh, choose a term would be fall intake, which intake it is, so they can see the schedule for.
Okay.
On Web Advisor, that's the wording they use.
Okay, so you're
Okay.
choosing a term in your web advisor to look at the timetable for
Yeah.
that specific
Let me
So
semester.
yeah,
which
so if you
exactly
want
they
to
would
look
choose.
at the timetable for fall, you would choose 19F.
Correct.
for
19F
fall.
2019 fall. That's
Yeah.
what they would choose.
That's what you choose.
Based on what.
If you have problem with login, so I see that a lot. That means you can't. If
Okay.
your registration is
Yeah.
complete, you paid fees, the registration is complete. Contact the help desk. Maybe they have already sent you your username and password through an email. That is your agent's email, so you didn't receive it. So contact the help desk to help you with username and password, or in general login information.
Construction project management is on main campus.
Yes.
Someone wants another recap. I think the key points are that there are things like peer tutors, student success advisors, student life coordinators, the library, the learning center, lots of stuff on campus that can help you, and you can ask anytime in the International Center what those were again if you forgot. We want you to keep on time, keep on track with your studies, and don't get behind. That's the most important thing. As a mom of students who are this age, I know, don't get behind. If you're starting to get lost, get help quickly because it goes fast. And if you get too far behind, you won't be able to catch up. Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of the.
If your name is incorrect, you can come here, go to the registrar's office with your passport. Before getting your student card, you can get that name changed if it's incorrect.
If you mention the wrong campus on your Fanshawe, it must be on your online form. Send an email to fanshawcares@fanshawec.ca and tell them what happened. Okay.
Yeah, and options to work on campus. All of these information will be given to you at our welcome session. We do have representatives from different facilities that are coming. So stay tuned. Make sure you come to that session.
Yeah, and is homestay recommended? Sure. It's a program run by Canada Homestay. It's not by Fanshawe, but it's a third-party company that we know and trust. If you want to stay in homestay, definitely an option. So I think, are we just about done? Their questions could come all day, but we kind of have to.
Yeah.
Can
So
we
again,
ask
login
one
information,
question?
contact the help
Yeah,
desk. IT help desk is the information is on the website. I think it's ithelpdesk@fanshawec.ca.
And our digital marketing person, Priyank, would like to know, where is everybody from? Before you go, tell us where you're from. We'd like to know these things. Maybe even a program if you feel like typing more. We're interested.
Jamaica, India, Iran, Jamaica.
Yeah, for the aircraft, your classes will be held at the airport campus.
We've got people
Just
from
close here.
everywhere. We got an India.
Jamaica, Vietnam, Philippines, Brazil, Kerala. Nice.
Wow.
Co-op program itself is a paid, basically it's paid. You have to find a job and everything, but not necessary for the placement or internships.
Gerontology's main campus, right?
Yes.
Oxford Street. All right, look at everybody's from everywhere. Thank you. Okay, so
Yeah, some of you had asked that, like you're coming with your family and then maybe some applications were not successful. Just so you know, this is normal. Not everybody gets the visa or work permit. It depends on the officers and Immigration Canada. Some markets only have 10% success in study permit applications.
okay, well, I'm thinking we answered lots of questions
For
today.
pre-departure, we have a YouTube channel. Please go to YouTube. There is a full, it's like an hour, I think, about how the pre-departure works. So please go to YouTube and watch that.
And 2 more sessions will come. We've done working in Canada. We've done academic success. We will do living in London. And we will do bringing your family. In the next couple of weeks, we'll send email invitations, and hope you have enjoyed these sessions. Hope it's been helpful.
Thank you so much for joining us. See you soon.
Thanks. Bye. All right, so if you can click stop video, mute.